The observation deck of the stellar horizon was quiet that morning, bathed in the pale glow of the nearest star. Most crew members had retired to their duties or the mess halls, but in one corner, a small, awkward figure fidgeted with a datapad, muttering to himself. This was Elliot Graves, a human scientist whose brilliance in xenobiology was rivaled only by his social awkwardness. Today, however, his mind was occupied by something far more urgent than research or equations. Across the deck, a sleek alien form floated, her iridescent skin catching the light, her multifaceted eyes reflecting curiosity and a hint of unease. Liara, the alien girl he had met months ago on a research mission, hovered slightly, unsure of what the humans called personal space. Their connection had been unexpected. A spark of fascination had turned into something neither of them had. Anticipated a passionate night of emotion and closeness, bridging species, culture, and logic now. Lyra's delicate antennae twitched nervously. She had always been precise, measured, and scientifically minded, but her current predicament was neither precise nor predictable. "I don't know how to do this," she said softly, her voice melodious but tinged with worry. "My biology is different, but I am expecting." Elliot froze. His fingers clenched around the datapad. "Expecting?" he repeated, trying to mask his shock with scientific curiosity, though his heart was pounding. "You mean Liara gave a small nod, her luminescent skin flickering faintly, an alien equivalent of blushing. "Yes, I did not anticipate this outcome, but it is irreversible now. I require assistance." Elliot swallowed hard. In any other circumstance, he might have panicked. But the thing about Elliot was that his brain never stopped. While panic could immobilize a lesser mind, his mind immediately moved to solutions. "All right," he said firmly. "First, we calculate the gestation parameters, then we hire support. Yes, I will ensure you have the best care possible. Nothing will go wrong." Liara tilted her head, uncertain. "Support." Elliot's face flushed, and he opened his datapad. "Caretakers, medical staff, nutrition specialists, environmental specialists, and someone has to provide emotional support to. It seems statistically humans are good at that." Liara blinked, then let out a soft laugh, musical and light, that made Elliot's chest tighten. You are unlike any human I have ever encountered. You plan for everything, even for an unexpected pregnancy. And that's how it began. Elliot hired 100 caretakers, hand-picked from the best in their fields across the galaxy. Medics, biologists, nutritionists, child development specialists, and even therapists skilled in cross-species psychological care. The stellar horizon had never seen such a mobilization of personnel. Corridors that once echoed with routine chatter now buzzed with specialists, all moving in perfect synchronization, setting up a network of care for Liara and her unborn child. Days passed in a whirlwind of schedules, treatments, and consultations. Liara, initially tense and uncertain, began to feel the warmth of community, a support system unlike anything her species had experienced. Humans, she realized, had a unique way of turning chaos into order, unpredictability into care. Elliot moved constantly, coordinating teams, reviewing data, and occasionally pausing to check if Liara needed comfort, his hand always hovering protectively near hers. "You're very dedicated," Liara said one evening as they floated together in the hydrotherapy chamber designed for her comfort. Do all humans care so much? Elliot chuckled nervously. Most of us. Well, we're usually terrible at romance, but when it comes to responsibility, some of us may can't tolerate the thought of letting someone down. Especially you. And our child. Lyra's antennae twitched softly, a gesture Elliot had learned was her way of expressing affection. Our child, she repeated, marveling at the phrase. It is strange to imagine, but comforting. Weeks passed. The child grew, developing a unique hybrid physiology, inheriting Lyra's iridescent skin and multi-lobed brain structure, but also human resilience and adaptability. Elliot watched every stage, fascinated and utterly devoted. He adapted human techniques for alien needs, developing new protocols, learning, adjusting, and teaching. The 100 caretakers became a community, each invested in the well-being of mother and child. Some were scientists, others artists, but all shared a sense of purpose. Lyra had never experienced this kind of care, not in her home world, not in any star system she had visited. She began to laugh more, float more freely, and even teach Elliot the subtle ways of alien biology and culture, weaving the human and alien into a harmonious balance. One night, as the ship sailed past a nebula that glowed violet against the darkness of space, Lyra floated beside Elliot in the observation chamber. Her abdomen glimmered faintly, an alien sign of vitality. Elliot, she said softly, I am ready. Our child will arrive soon, and I am not afraid. Elliot's heart raced. Neither am I, he admitted, gripping her hands. Because we are not alone. We have everything we need, and I will never leave your side. Not for a second. The birth was unlike anything the galaxy had seen. A child born of two species, a living bridge between humans and Lyra's kind. The caretakers moved with precision, tending to both mother and child. Yet it was Elliot who cradled the newborn first, marveling at the tiny form, delicate wings glimmering, eyes wide with curiosity and intelligence far beyond human norms. Lyra floated beside him, antennae brushing against Elliot's shoulder in a gesture of gratitude and love. You planned for everything, she whispered, even for the unknown. And yet, the unknown became perfect. Elliot smiled, tears threatening. We made it perfect. Together, word of their miracle spread across the stellar horizon and beyond. Humans and aliens alike marveled at the unity, the care, and the sheer determination of one nerdy human who refused to let the unpredictability of life become a tragedy. It was a triumph not just of biology, but of empathy, commitment, and courage. In the weeks that followed, Lyra and Elliot's child thrived, surrounded by love, science, and the careful orchestration of the 100 caretakers. The story of the human nerd who had faced the impossible and hired 100 specialists became legendary, a symbol of what humanity could achieve when heart and mind worked as one. And for Elliot, there was no greater joy than looking at Lyra and their child and realizing some things could never be predicted, but with love, dedication, and a little human stubbornness, even the impossible could become reality. The galaxy watched, and for once, even the cold void of space seemed warmer. Asterisk.